Good morning to you. Yeah, concerning Mr. Kanu'S court case today. So what do you think concerning the outcome? My names are Ralph Tresvant in Bekifwell. Another commencement of Mazen and the Kanu appearance in the court starts this early morning, at least exactly 10 on the dot. And I think it's going to be a worldly thing because the court hearing should be on a framework, global framework. Everybody, Igbos in diaspora, Yorubas in diaspora, Igbos within, Yorubas within, everybody will actually to know the outcome of today's Mazen and the Kanu court appearance. I think the presiding Justice Omotocho actually knows that Mazen and the Kanu's case is overdue. I mean his release. Why? Kanu was freed when Buhari was there. Kanu was freed when Tinubu has come. I mean last year, Kanu was set free, which of course, Omotocho and what do you call the other man? The other woman, what's the name of Yeko, actually rescued themselves. Peter Yeko rescued herself. Why? Because of the legacy, the pedigree, she had to maintain or to leave behind if she resigns. Listen and listen, good Nigerians. No matter whom you are, the very work you do today, we say good thing about you in the future. The very good service you give or render humanity today will talk much about you in the future. See, it's not all about presiding over, a disgraced public office given to you by appointment or by election. You must make sure that you give your best to the humanity. That's why it is possible the current, performance of Justice Omotocho is what, clapping for. The man, because if you look at how he's following things about Mazen and the Kanu case, the man is being careful not to what? Let himself down, not to what? Spoil the good job he has been doing as a legal luminary, one of the legal luminaries in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, James Omotocho. So today, we don't want to see all those masquerade testifiers bring up, let me say, expired witnesses, as in evidence. Witnessing or testifying should be by what? Evidence. There are evidences that you prove that you are saying the truth, you are testifying the truth. Not someone talking about certificate of death or death certificate of Gulak Mohammed that has already been what? Struck out by the Supreme Court, meaning the certificate is no longer relevant. And they came up with things that Supreme Court, evidencing that Supreme Court has actually, struck out in the past. Why? You be thief, I know be thief. The embassy say, I know be thief. Struck out. You are now coming to testify again that I'm a thief. Because the office of Mr. President sent you actually to testify against the Igbo man. Igbo man, this is what Igbo man has been going through. Why? Because of the hate of the Igbos across the country. That's why Igbo, the true, accomplice of what Mazen and the Kanu actually committed has gone home. I think his mother died. He buried his mother. Nobody disturbed him, while somebody is left estranged and bitter at DSS facilities simply because of his nationality. I'm telling you that it's uncalled for, and it is not done anywhere in the world. That a man, for sake of a tribe, for sake of a nationality, our justice will always be swayed or thwarted. It is a travesty of justice that Mazen and Kanu has been incarcerated for over 48 months, doing nothing. sitting dormant in one place. He might be watching television because he's a big man, but it doesn't mean. Let me tell you, if your freedom is restricted today, you will actually know that a walking dog is better than you. A dog that is freely straying, going anywhere it likes is better off. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has been sitting one place for about 48 months now. I'm sure of that one because he was arrested June 2021. We are in 2025. 2025 minus 2021 is 48 hours. 48 months, sorry. So what is happening is that let justice, let the law take its course. Let the law actually exonerate who is not what culpable. Nnamdi Kanu is not culpable of any crime. My name is Remainder of Tresvant in Bochikwe. I don't look at the truth two times. I always befriend the truth because it's the only pain, the only remedy that could heal my wounded heart. I don't want to say conscience. Well, since I was a child, those days of my childhood, I actually behaved like one. But now that I'm a matured man, both in knowledge, as you want it, anyhow, I will always tell it exactly how it is. So, what Nigeria should be preparing now is how to celebrate the Nostradamus of our time. You know whom I mean? Nostradamus was the man that saw tomorrow. He started from 10, 12, 11, 14 centuries, prediction, and it all came to pass. Nnamdi Kanu is the Nostradamus of Nigeria, Nostradamus of Africa, Nostradamus of the Igbo man. The whole prediction of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has come to pass, and the people he predicted actually that his Nigerian problem is the Fulanis. I don't see the reason why you are telling me, do you think Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will walk out free? What do you mean? A man that was discharged, acquitted by Supreme Court during Buhari regime, we have no business to remain incarcerated. Kanu is already free. Let me tell you, everybody in the court should be very careful. Don't near him. I always warn everybody. An angry man, an enraged man is more dangerous than a man that has lost him. Don't go closer. Don't go closer. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has already been discharged, acquitted. That's why Binta Nyako legally rescued herself and distanced herself from this matter. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is committed no crime. He was illegally renditioned from Nairobi, Kenya in 2021. It wasn't an arrest. Kanu was kidnapped by Nigerian government under the watch of Muhammad Buhari, a retired Major General. The most uneducated, the most tribalized, the most democratic president Nigeria has ever had. He's a favoristic man, a man that goes by, these are my class, these are my tribe, this is a Fulani, this is a cow rearers. He doesn't know anything about you or me. This man segregates a lot, and he is still segregating now. At Daura, the artificial home of the former Nigerian president that ruled 6 years, and his second was buried underground. Why didn't they come up anytime Nnamdi Kanu appears in the court with Nnamdi? Why did you say Nigerian president don't die? Why you talk and say don't die? They don't want to talk am because they know say if they talk am, the guy will overcome all of them. Why? DNA test, binocular acid is there. DNA binocular acid. When they test it, if blood is from Sudan, it will choke. If he is from Niger, it will choke. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is too much. God is with him. And I'm telling you guys that today, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will walk into that court and will not go back. That is my own prediction and expectation. One of my greatest expectations of the month of May is this May to be the last of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu court appearance. He has been vindicated by many bloody criminalities perpetrated by the Fulani Janjaweeds across Nigerian nature. In the farmland, in the township, the Fulanis are abusing, maiming, unaliving people without cogent reasons. People are now dying in the mid-belt. People are now dying in Imo State, in Ebonyi State, in Yoruba land. 4 were quiet in Ondo State. 4 farmers. Fulani doesn't know you if you're an Hausa man. Alive. Fulani doesn't know you if you're from Afonja. Alive. Fulani doesn't know you if you are Nyamuli or Nyamumiri. Fulani doesn't want to know. Fulani, they are land grabbers from Futajelo Highland. Futajelo Highland is from where Niger River takes its course. Senegambia, they are the wanderers. The nomadic Wolof, the nomadic Mandigo, it depends on the Sahel country from where they come from. That is how they name the species of the Fulanis. And again, they are strangers in Nigeria. Was it not just 1804? Ottoman Dafodo set forth his Islamic evangelism course from northeast, northwest, north. Bororo resisted him. Kanu'S claiming that they were Muslims before the Fulanis. That's why the caliphate still remain at Sokoto Caliphate. They can never establish it in the northeast because Kanu'S, they migrated from Yemen and Sudan, claiming that they were Muslims before Fulanis. That's why the Fulani could not at least conquer the whole northern Nigeria. On their way down to southern Nigeria to what Islamized Igbo land, a paramount royal chief in the name of Ata of Egala, his warriors were all captured and beheaded by Ata of Egala. That's why Igbo man still remain the strongest warrior in Africa. Could be that Osman Dafodo set forth his conquest, tentacles into Igbo land, southeastern Nigeria. We would have used Osman Dafodo and his warriors to do pepper soup. In those days, nobody can actually tell you that we are not cannibals. We were, because civilization has never, did not come there. We are all bushmen. We are bushmen. That's why we stand Gidigba. To resist the Fulanis, to resist the British man. And British man tried to bring down the Igbo man. It took them 60 years to bring Igbo man down using Christianity as a weapon. When they find out that we are largely spiritually inclined, they came with the Bible and we succumbed. You are welcome, my brother.